When Adrian announced he was leaving Red Bull Racing, it was like dropping a bombshell in the F1 world. People were buzzing about it because he's not just any designer, he's practically a legend in the sport. Imagine the surprise when he revealed he was cutting ties a year early and had even wriggled out of a non-compete clause, giving him the freedom to dive back into the action sooner. His next move could literally change the game, especially with the new regulations coming up in 2026. Everyone was on the edge of their seats wondering which team he'd join and how it would shake up the competition. But then Lewis, in his signature style, threw in his 2 cents. He didn't mince words when talking about Adrian's skills, which added even more drama to the whole situation. It's like a real-life soap opera playing out in the high-speed world of Formula One. Mercedes has hit a rough patch this season, facing significant challenges right from the start. The issues they're struggling with were brought to the forefront when Lewis Hamilton expressed his lack of confidence in the team. Hamilton, widely recognised as one of the most successful drivers in the sport, is on the verge of leaving Mercedes. This departure threatens to strip away the last remnants of the special spark that propelled Mercedes to greatness, especially after they dominated with the turbo hybrid engine. Mercedes' performance decline from 2021 until now has been likened to a runaway freight train without brakes. Despite their impressive ability to adapt their car within the current F1 rules, they've been in a constant cycle of modifications. However, Adrian Newey, a soon-to-be free agent and F1 design icon, points out that it's futile to rebuild without understanding what's wrong with the existing setup. Mercedes seems to be grappling with fixing something they can't quite pinpoint. Adrian Newey could be the equivalent of that skilled mechanic for Mercedes, capable of diagnosing and fixing their issues effectively. Despite finishing third in 2022 and moving up to second in 2023, their performance was actually declining. They were just benefiting from the struggles of others. Now, in the current season, they're looking at a best-case scenario of finishing fourth, indicating a downward trend in their competitiveness. Lewis Hamilton's dissatisfaction with Mercedes' car design direction prompted him to seek a new drive elsewhere. Expressing frustration, he emphasized the need to return to their former dominance. His departure signals to Mercedes the necessity for significant changes, whether through Adrian Newey's expertise, a new star driver, or Toto Wolff relinquishing control. The team must now determine the best course of action to steer them back to success. Lewis implied that even Adrian Newey might struggle to resolve Mercedes' current issues. With Newey now a free agent, many teams like Ferrari, Williams, and Aston Martin are keen on recruiting him, but Mercedes is an unlikely choice due to Newey's unfavourable opinion of Wolff. Toto Wolff has acknowledged the difficulty of luring Adrian Newey to Mercedes, emphasising that Newey should never feel unwelcome. Despite Newey being a phenomenal engineer, Wolff admits that even the most skilled magician would struggle with Mercedes' current challenges. With Newey seemingly out of reach, there's uncertainty about Mercedes' ability to improve their performance. Despite this, Wolff is pursuing another superstar to fill Lewis Hamilton's shoes, although George Russell hasn't met expectations yet. Recognising George Russell might not match Hamilton's prowess, Toto Wolff targets Max Verstappen as a potential replacement. Given the tumult at Red Bull, there's speculation that the 3-time champion could be enticed to switch teams. Wolff is strategically using media tactics to attract Verstappen, but Red Bull has responded with mockery so far. Red Bull CEO Oliver Mintzlaff empathised with the pressure Toto Wolff and other teams face, acknowledging years of trailing behind. However, he suggested that Wolff should prioritise addressing his own challenges rather than discussing personnel from other teams, citing it as a matter of respect. Christian Horner echoed similar sentiments, urging Wolff to focus on his team's issues. In response to Mintoff's comments, Wolff brushed them off, stating they were irrelevant to him. Toto Wolff has repeatedly implied that Max Verstappen's decision on his next team depends solely on the car's performance, suggesting Mercedes could offer a more conducive environment. Recent reports mention a staggering contract offer exceeding $150 million per season. Yet Verstappen has dismissed speculation about his future, emphasising that money alone won't sway him from Red Bull. He made it clear that Mercedes would need to significantly improve their performance before he would even contemplate leaving his current team. Verstappen affirmed his commitment to Red Bull, stating that even a $150 million contract wouldn't be enough to make him consider moving elsewhere, firmly expressing his belief that his future lies with Red Bull for the time being. When asked if a staggering $250 million would tempt him, Verstappen firmly stated that money isn't a driving factor for him. He expressed contentment with his current earnings and emphasised that personal performance is paramount. This response encapsulates the typical F1 driver mindset, highlighting that money alone won't compensate for a slow car. It aptly reflects Mercedes' current predicament, seemingly stuck in F1's midfield with no immediate prospects of improvement. His decision regarding Adrian Newey's next move is crucial, with Ferrari currently leading as favourites to secure his services. Despite rejecting previous offers from Ferrari, Newey is seriously considering their latest proposal, which could mark a significant milestone in his illustrious career. Reportedly, Newey, set to depart Red Bull around mid to late February 2025, recently met with Ferrari's team principal, Fred Vasseur, in London. Ferrari has offered him a super consultant role, aligning perfectly with his desires. This role would allow Newey to provide technical insights for the F1 car and contribute to various projects, including the Le Mans prototype car. An Adrian Newey-designed Ferrari road car would be highly anticipated in the supercar realm, similar to the buzz around the RB17 project. Ferrari's appeal to Newey includes collaborating with F1 icon Lewis Hamilton and the potential to revive the team's former glory. However, Ferrari's team principal, Fred Vasseur, has remained tight-lipped on these speculations, avoiding comments when questioned in Miami. Despite being favourites, Ferrari hasn't clinched either championship since 2008. Speculation about Adrian Newey's return to McLaren, where he designed 2 championship-winning cars in the late 1990s, has been circulating. However, McLaren's team principal, Zak Brown, recently dispelled these rumours on the F1 Beyond the Grid podcast. Brown, a close friend of Newey, affirmed that Newey wouldn't be returning to McLaren. Despite this, Brown expressed confidence in Newey's continued presence in the sport, highlighting their strong friendship and shared passion for racing, including their upcoming participation in the Monaco historic event. Brown emphasised his satisfaction with McLaren's current team, while acknowledging Newey's remarkable career and eagerly anticipating his future endeavours. Eddie Jordan, who works closely with Adrian Newey, advised against expecting Newey to make a sudden move, suggesting he'll take time to decide his next steps after enjoying the Monaco historic event. Jordan's insight hints that Newey's love for F1 will likely keep him in the sport, possibly with teams like Ferrari, Williams or Aston Martin, where his expertise would be a significant asset, especially with the new regulations in 2026. Regarding Toto Wolff's pursuit of Max Verstappen, it's an intriguing move given Verstappen's talent, but Wolff's harsh critique of his own team's struggles might have been too blunt. It could affect team morale and perception, so it's worth considering whether such public criticism is productive. What are your thoughts on these moves? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, goodbye for now.